Hello everyone, how are you? I welcome you all to IASment Rise with Right Mentor. Today in this video, we are going to start a new discussion, and the discussion is about how to solve the prelims MCQs. Means here we will discuss the SMART technique, and in this technique there are several ways through which the MCQs of prelims examination can be solved. We gather the knowledge of subjects and topics very well, and we also become very much aware of the topics. But comes to prelims examination, then at that time we end up making questions wrong even after we know each and everything about the topic. We are very much confident about the topic, but even though sometimes we end up making those questions wrong. Now the question is how. देखो, इसका बहुत सिंपल सा मतलब है कि prelims examination, the general studies exam, the general studies paper, by name, of course, it is general studies, but actually it is not general studies alone. Here in this examination, along with the proper knowledge of the subjects and the topics, we must have a very much clarity about how to solve the questions, because gathering knowledge and solving MCQs altogether different thing. So it is also part of our preparation that we should know how to solve the questions. ठीक है, even after getting the proper knowledge. ठीक है, तो इस सीरीज में हम यही सीखेंगे, और इस सीरीज में बहुत सारे पार्ट्स आएंगे जिसमें हर पार्ट में हम एक अलग स्ट्रेटजी के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे. ठीक है, यहाँ पे हम स्मार्ट टेक्निक्स सीखेंगे टू सॉल्व द एमसीक्यूज ऑफ जीएस पेपर. ठीक है, क्योंकि जीएस पेपर के जो एमसीक्यूज है ना, वो आप ये मान के चलो कि एग्जाम भले ही ये जीएस का है, लेकिन ये जीएस के साथ साथ सीसेट भी है. यानी कि यहाँ पे आपको क्वेश्चन सॉल्विंग एप्टीट्यूड आना बहुत जरूरी है. उसके बिना आप पढ़ी हुई चीजों के भी आंसर्स गलत कर देंगे. ठीक है, ऐसा बहुत बार होता है कि हमें क्वेश्चन आता होता है लेकिन फिर भी हम गलत कर देते हैं, और फिर घर जाके उसको सोचते हैं जब आंसर की से मैच करते हैं कि यार ये तो मेरे को आता था, फिर भी गलत हो गया. तो उसका क्या कारण है? उसका यही कारण है कि हमने पढ़ाई तो बहुत कर दी, लेकिन हमने एमसीक्यू सॉल्व करने नहीं सीखे. ठीक है, तो इस वीडियो की ये रेलेवेंस है. इस वजह से आपको एमसीक्यू सॉल्व करने की टेक्निक जो है वो आनी चाहिए. तो हम अभी उसी पे बात करेंगे. ठीक है, तो शुरू करते हैं हमारी पहली टेक्निक से. देखिए, पहली टेक्निक है एलिमिनेशन ऑफ एक्सट्रीम्स. ये बहुत सिंपल, आप बहुत अवेयर होंगे इस चीज के बारे में. ठीक है, आपने बहुत सुना है इस बारे में कि एलिमिनेशन टेक्निक लगाओ, एलिमिनेशन टेक्निक लगाओ, एलिमिनेशन टेक्निक लगाओ. लेकिन फिर बात ये आ जाती है कि कैसे लगाएं. हमें तो आती नहीं, और जब भी हम लगाने की कोशिश करते हैं तो हम मोस्ट ऑफ दी आंसर्स हमारे गलत कर देते हैं. हम सही ऑप्शन को भी एलिमिनेट कर देते हैं. हमें आंसर आता होता है, आंसर मेरे को पता है कि इसका क्या आंसर है, लेकिन उसके बाद भी गलत हो जाता है. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे ना हम एलिमिनेशन टेक्निक को बहुत अच्छे से सीखेंगे. ठीक है, इसमें क्या क्या स्टेप्स इन्वॉल्व होते हैं, कैसे कैसे आपको सोचना होता है, ऑप्शन को क्या देखकर एलिमिनेट करना होता है. ठीक है, तो हम इसको इस तरीके से करेंगे, और थोड़ा थोड़ा हम इसके अंदर ये भी साथ साथ में प्रैक्टिस करेंगे. इस टेक्निक को दोनों तरीके से अप्लाई करने की कोशिश करेंगे. ठीक है, कुछ क्वेश्चंस में हम ये देखेंगे कि जब हमें बिल्कुल भी नॉलेज नहीं है उस चीज की, जब हमें उस चीज की बिल्कुल भी नॉलेज नहीं है, तब हम इसको कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. और दूसरी चीज ये आती है कि जब हमें उसकी अच्छी खासी नॉलेज है, तब हम उसको कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे कुछ एग्जांपल्स वैसे हैं और कुछ एग्जांपल्स वैसे हैं. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं काफी सारे एग्जांपल्स के साथ और समझते हैं इसको. फर्स्ट टेक्निक इज एलिमिनेशन ऑफ एक्सट्रीम्स. दिस वीडियो इज पार्ट 1. ठीक है, there are several techniques in this series. First is elimination of extremes. Let us see क्या है इसमें. देखिए, एलिमिनेशन मेथड जो है ना, ये इज द मोस्ट रिलायबल टेक्निक. ठीक है, स्पेशली व्हेन यू डोंट नो द करेक्ट आंसर. आउटराइट। जब सीधा सीधा आपको सही आंसर पता ही नहीं होता, तब उस टाइम पे तो एलिमिनेशन जो है वो रामबाण की तरह है। ठीक है, एलिमिनेशन टेक्निक के बिना ऐसे क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व किया ही नहीं जा सकता। ठीक है, बाय सिस्टमेटिकली एलिमिनेटिंग इनकरेक्ट or highly improbable options to increase the probability of arriving at right answer. Even if you are unsure of the correct answer, eliminating wrong choices narrows down your options, making it easier to make an informed guess. ठीक है, देखिए एक होता है guess, एक होता है guess और एक होता है informed guess. Guess एग्जाम में कभी नहीं लगाना, ये अप्रोच आपको कभी नहीं अप्लाई, फिर भले ही आपको यूट्यूब पे कितने ही नॉलेज मिले। क्योंकि देखिए एग्जाम को दो तरीके से निकाला जा सकता है। फर्स्ट इज 100% लक बेस्ड एंड सेकंड इज 50% नॉलेज प्लस लक। 50-50 नॉलेज एंड लक। प्रीलिम्स एग्जामिनेशन में थर्ड ऑप्शन जो कि हो सकता है 100% बेस्ड ऑन नॉलेज, ये एग्जाम जितना डाइसी है, अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट दिस स्टेप इज नॉट पॉसिबल। 100% knowledge base, this examination is not possible. Here definitely luck factor works, but our job is to reduce the luck factor as much as we can. Our job is to reduce the luck factor as much as we can. But if you think that I will eliminate 100% the luck factor, that is not possible. Luck factor definitely works. Definitely works luck factor. ठीक है, उस दिन एग्जाम वाले दिन कुछ भी हो सकता है. Everything is part of luck. And second is knowledge base. That is, we should increase our knowledge so that the luck factor reduces. And to do that, what we have to do? We have to do two things. First, we have to gather knowledge. And second is, we have to apply the knowledge. We have to learn how to apply the knowledge. Gathering knowledge, we will do by studying. Yeah, this will be done by studying. And apply the knowledge is when we learn and practice what how to solve MCQs. ठीक है, यानी कि नॉलेज को इंक्रीज करने के लिए देयर आर टू कंपोनेंट्स. वन इज गैदरिंग नॉलेज दैट वी डू बाय स्टडिंग, एंड अनदर इज लर्निंग द टेक्निक्स हाउ टू अप्लाई द नॉलेज दैट आई हैव गैदर्ड टू सॉल्व द MCQs. And here elimination technique is the best technique. Okay, elimination technique is the best technique, and elimination should never be based on blind guess. Blind guess we will never apply in the examination. But we will apply the informed guess. Informed guess is the one which makes the probability of your answer being correct. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे देखते हैं कि क्या क्या स्टेप्स इन्वॉल्व होते हैं. First and foremost, if that question falls under the technique of elimination or not, even though the first step is common for all the 100 questions, and that is read the question carefully. First and foremost, read the questions carefully. Focus on keywords in the question that can give clue to correct answer. The keywords of questions should be understood very correct, and the keywords will give you a clue of the correct answer. ठीक है? Understand the context of the question. First, understand the keywords. Second, understand the context of the question. All right. Sometimes questions are phrased in tricky ways, and understanding the intent of the question can help you eliminate irrelevant options. कई बार क्या होता है कि कई बार क्वेश्चन को बहुत ट्रिकी वे में सेट किया होता है, and that scenario, understanding the intent of the question can help us reach the correct answer. All right. Second is evaluate each option. In the second step, first step is read the question carefully, in which we have to do two things. First is focus on keywords, understand the keywords. Second is understand the question's intent. Okay. Now the second step. The second step is evaluate each option. Even if you are unsure of the correct answer, being by eliminating the options that you know are definitely incorrect. ठीक है, मतलब ये इवन आफ्टर आपको नहीं पता है कि इसका सही आंसर क्या है, उसके बाद भी ट्राई करो कि आप उसमें से कितने ऑप्शंस एलिमिनेट कर पाते हो कि ये ऑप्शन तो पक्का ही गलत है. ठीक है, फिर इसके बाद यूज बेसिक लॉजिक. अब ये कैसे करना है, कैसे आप नेगेटिव ऑप्शंस को एलिमिनेट करोगे? यूज बेसिक नॉलेज, जनरल नॉलेज और इवन कॉमन सेंस टू इवेलुएट द वायबिलिटी ऑफ ईच ऑप्शन. ये सब कैसे होगा? वी विल सी देम इन द कमिंग एग्जाम्पल क्वेश्चंस. ठीक है, फर्स्ट अंडरस्टैंड द स्टेप्स दैट वी हैव टू टेक, then we will take some examples in which we will try to apply these steps. Okay. Third step, narrow down your choices. In third step, what we will do, we will narrow down our choices by eliminating wrong options. Reduce the number of choices to 2 or even 1. The remaining option increases the probability of selecting the correct answer. Narrow down your choices means, suppose there are 5 statements in your question. Narrow down choices means try to eliminate as much as possible. ठीक है, if you are left with 2 choices, you can make a more educated guess. If you are left with 2 choices, you can make a more educated guess. Okay, so first is Read the question carefully. In which keywords and intent. Second is eliminate as much as possible. Third is narrow down your choices. And fourth is guess confidently if necessary. If you are not able to eliminate maximum options, then if necessary, I'm again saying if necessary, then apply confident guess. After eliminating, if you have one or two options left, make an informed guess based on what feels most likely given your knowledge and instinct. मतलब ब्लैंक गैस तो यहाँ भी नहीं मारना, यहाँ पे भी आपको इन्फॉर्म्ड गेस मारना है based on whatever knowledge you have acquired. Okay, now let's see example question. Question 1. See, first of all, we will apply step 1. First, keywords and then intent. Let's see how. With reference to India's biodiversity, consider the following statements. India has more than 8% of the world's total biodiversity. India is one of the 17 mega diverse countries in the world. Keyword here is India's biodiversity. Keyword here is India's biodiversity. And intent of the question is about India's biodiversity. Okay, intent of the question is about India's biodiversity. Now see, first option is India has more than 8% of world's total biodiversity. India is one of the 17 mega diverse countries in this world. अब यहाँ पे एलिमिनेशन कैसे लगेगा? देखो हमें यहाँ पे इन्फॉर्म्ड गेस लगाना है. ठीक है, वी हैव टू अप्लाई आईजी. एंड टू अप्लाई आईजी, we all know that India is very much rich in biodiversity. All right, India is very much rich in biodiversity. This we know. This is a very, very, very general thing. You don't know anything about it. Still, this is very, very, very common thing that we all know that India is rich in biodiversity. Now see, by this much only knowledge, how we solve this question. India has more than 8% of world's total biodiversity. This option seems right. Why? Can anyone guess? This option seems right to me. Why? Because it is saying that India has 8% of world's biodiversity. If India is very much rich in biodiversity, so yes, it is possible. If a country is such a rich in biodiversity, तो डेफिनेटली वर्ल्ड की 8% बायोडाइवर्सिटी तो होगी. जो पॉपुलेशन हमारे पास वर्ल्ड की 17% हो सकती है, when we have the 17% of the world's population, then why we can't have the 8% of the biodiversity when India is extremely rich in biodiversity? Second, India is one of the 17 mega diverse countries in the world. Ignore this number. Just see mega diverse countries. Yes. See, there is a notion in UPSC which is followed. UPSC never give you short numbers when they have to play with data. Whenever UPSC will try to play with data, UPSC will never give you very short margins of wrong option. Means, suppose India is 8% world's total biodiversity. Suppose India has 8% world's total biodiversity. Okay. UPSC, if UPSC will have to make this option wrong, then what they will do, they can make it 80% or they can make it 70%. But they will never make it 8 to 9% or 8 to 7%. They will never make it. All right. They will never make it. Because UPSC doesn't want you to know the very, very, very minute facts. What they want you is to derive the right answer with your knowledge. Because this exam is also your aptitude test. CSAT has its name itself, aptitude test, but GS is also CSAT. Okay. So UPSC will never do this. This will never be done by UPSC. What they will do, they will make a very huge difference in data, which can be easily identified by aspirants if they are applying proper aptitude knowledge to the questions. Okay. So what will be the right answer? Both the statements are correct. Then right answer is both statements are correct. Then right answer is C. Now let's see. Correct answer. See here how the things have been applied. Read the question carefully. The keywords here are India's biodiversity. And two claims are being made. One about biodiversity percentage and another about India being mega diverse country. Now second option, evaluate each option. 8% wala option. This seems reasonable considering India's vast variety of ecosystem. You might not know the exact number, but 8% seems plausible. India is one of the 17 mega diverse countries in the world. India is widely known to be mega diverse countries. Okay? This is likely true. Then eliminate, nothing left to eliminate. So the final answer is both. Now, what common mistakes students can commit while solving this question? A common mistake would be to doubt the exact figure of 8% in statement 1 and eliminate that option, leading you to select B only. However, if both statements seem plausible, it's better to lean towards choosing C in such cases. Okay. Now let's move to next example. With reference to Indian Parliament, consider the following statements. A private member bill is a bill introduced by member of parliament who is not a minister. Recently, a private member bill has been passed in the Parliament of India for the first time in its history. Keyword Indian Parliament. Intent प्राइवेट मेंबर बिल. ठीक है, ये हमें समझ में आया. ये क्वेश्चन जो है वो इंडियन पार्लियामेंट के ऊपर नहीं है. द क्वेश्चन इज नॉट ऑन इंडियन पार्लियामेंट. द क्वेश्चन इज अबाउट द प्राइवेट मेंबर बिल. सो Now, what we will think is whatever knowledge we have gathered about private member bill, we will focus on that. See, a private bill is a bill that introduced by a member of parliament who is not a minister. Now, when we study about the private member bill, there are two types of bills. One is government bill, another is private member bill. तो ये तो हमें पता ही है कि private member bill is a bill which is presented by a person who is definitely a member of parliament. Yes, he is member of parliament, but he is not a minister in the government. That is what we call private member. This is the basic definition of private member. When you have studied polity, this line you would have definitely studied. It is not possible कि आपने ये पढ़ा ही नहीं, और अगर आपने नहीं पढ़ा तो फिर आपकी पढ़ाई में कमी है. So this option is correct. Now see, many people also teach that wherever no is written, that option is regularly wrong. But it doesn't apply here. So I would say don't go by these things. Go only by informed guessing and the proper way. Because one attempt means 1 year. And 1 year means huge money, huge burden of social responsibilities. 1 year of your precious life, 1 year of your precious age, 1 year of your precious productivity age. So do not let your luck to be dominant. Let your knowledge to be okay. Now, second thing, recently a private member bill has been passed in the Parliament of India for the first time. India got independence in 1947, and first general election took place in 1952. 1952. Since 1952, and now it is 2024. How many years have been passed? There are total 74 years have been passed. Do you think in 74 years there will be no private member bill passed at all? Do you think so? This statement seems very much weird. So I definitely mark it wrong. Now, what will be the correct answer? A. The question asks about private member bill. Not a minister. It can make some students this option wrong, but no, this is right. Second is for the first time in Indian history. Muslim Waqf Board Bill 1952. The first year itself, a private member bill was passed. Okay. Third question. Consider the following pairs. Which of the pairs given above are correctly matched? This is not a match the column question. Here they are asking which pair is correctly matched. किन्नौर अरेका नट, मेवात guava, कोरोमंडल सोयाबीन. किन्नौर, we know this is in Himachal Pradesh, and if it is Himachal Pradesh, then Kinnor is also very much famous for apples. Areca nuts are not famous in Himachal. This we know by general that Kinnor नहीं, अरेका नट नहीं हो सकता किन्नौर में, क्योंकि किन्नौर के एप्पल फेमस है. मार्केट में मेवात फॉर गुआवा, I don't know, and I cannot even guess because there is nothing to guess over here. Next is Coromandel. Coromandel is what? It is coastal region. Coastal regions never grow soybean. Coastal regions never grow oil seeds. Oil seeds कहाँ होते हैं? वाटर लेस होता है, जहाँ पे पानी कम होता है वहां पे ऑयल सीड्स ज्यादा होते हैं. कोरोमंडल तो कोस्टल रीजन है, कोस्टल रीजन में तो पानी बहुत होता है, यहाँ तो नहीं पॉसिबल. I will also make it wrong. According to me, the answer should be C only. Now let's see what is the correct answer. Question asks about match the region well-known agricultural products. Kinnor areca nut. Kinnor is a district in Himachal Pradesh known for its apples, not areca nut, which are grown in places like Karnataka, Kerala. So pair one is wrong. Mewat. Now no. Where it is in Haryana. Known for guavas. Making this pair correct. ठीक है, होगा, मुझे नहीं पता था. Coromandel soybean. Coromandel coast is known for crops like rice, groundnuts, not soybeans. क्या है? सोयाबीन्स कोरोमंडल कोस्ट पे नहीं होते. बढ़े आगे. Next example question. With reference to the economy, consider the following statements. RBI's repo rate is the rate at which it lends to commercial banks. Decrease in repo rate will lead to decrease in cost of borrowing for public. Keyword is repo rate. Intent is also about repo rates application. ठीक है. RBI's repo rate is the rate at which it lends to commercial banks. Yes, you all know about it. This is very simple statement. Now the tricky statement is second one. Decrease in repo rate will lead to decrease in the cost of borrowings for public. यानी कि if repo rate decreases, then it leads to interest rate decrease. All right. It means the loans will be now cheaper. It means the cost of borrowing for general public will decrease. So what we can say that this option is also correct. So here what we did, we applied our knowledge. What we learnt about repo rate, we applied that. So this option is also correct. According to me, answer should be C. Let's see. Final answers. The question involves the repo rate, which is a key policy tool of the RBI. Statement 1 is true. Repo rate is the rate at which RBI lends to commercial banks. Statement 2. A decrease in repo rate will lower the cost of borrowing for banks, which in turn usually leads to the reduction in borrowing costs for the public. Hence, this statement is also correct. Okay. Now, step 3. Eliminate options. There is nothing to eliminate. So, both the answers are correct. Now, what common mistakes students can commit over here? Some students may get confused about how the repo rate affects public borrowing, leading them to incorrect eliminate statement. However, understanding the basic monetary policy tools of RBI helps clarify this. Basic monetary policy tools. Now, when you were preparing for this examination, and if you have read economy properly, then this is not possible कि आपने रेपो रेट की एप्लीकेशन पढ़ी ही नहीं. Next question. Parliament of India can place a particular law in 9th schedule of Constitution of India. Validity of law placed in 9th schedule cannot be challenged in court of law. Parliament can. Yes. Parliament has the power to amend the Constitution under Article 368. We all know. Yes, it is the power with Parliament. So when Parliament can amend the Constitution, then it can place any law in any schedule, whatever they want, but without disturbing the basic structure of the Constitution. The basic structure was introduced in 1973 under Keshwanand Bharti case. ठीक है? Now the validity of law placed in 9th schedule cannot be challenged in court of law. Cannot be challenged. अब देखो यहाँ पे दो चीजें. फर्स्ट इज, अगर आपको आईआर कोहेलो केस के बारे में पता है, जो कि 2007 में हुआ था, यहाँ पे सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने क्लियरली बोल दिया था कि इवन द लॉज प्लेस्ड इन शेड्यूल 9 आर सब्जेक्ट टू जुडिशियल रिव्यू to the mark that they are not disturbing the basic nature of Indian Constitution. यानी कि आप इसमें जो भी लॉ डालोगे वो भी जुडिशियल रिव्यू के लिए एलिजिबल है, लेकिन उसको हम वहीं तक देखेंगे कि वो बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर को डिस्टर्ब नहीं कर रहा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने 2007 में आईआर कोहेलो केस में बोला. ठीक है, लेकिन चलो मान लो अगर आपको इसके बारे में कोई नॉलेज नहीं है कि ऐसा कुछ हुआ भी था कोई केस, तो आपने आर्टिकल 142 तो पढ़ा होगा. पढ़ा है या नहीं? बस फिर 142 सुप्रीम कोर्ट को स्पेशल पावर्स देता है. आर्टिकल 142 अलाउज द सुप्रीम कोर्ट टू इंटरवीन इनटू एनी मैटर. ठीक है, इवन इफ इट इज इन इट्स jurisdiction or not. Fine. So statement 2 is wrong, statement 1 is right. So only one. Let's see. Correct answer only one. The question is asking about 9th schedule of the Constitution and its legal implications. ठीक है, वही सब. Common mistakes क्या हो सकती हैं? Some students may think that laws in the 9th schedule are still completely immune to judicial review, leading them to select C, which would be incorrect. Next, Indian history. Swadeshi movement, Tilak. Home rule, IASment. बारदोली सत्याग्रह, महात्मा गांधी. देखो अब देखो यहाँ पे आपको इस चीज की नॉलेज होनी बहुत जरूरी है. ये बहुत स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चन है, अगर आपको इसकी नॉलेज है तो ही आप इसको निकाल सकते हैं. स्वदेशी मूवमेंट वाज नॉट रिलेटेड टू तिलक, इट वाज रिलेटेड टू लाल एंड पाल. स्वदेशी मूवमेंट वाज रिलेटेड टू लाल एंड पाल. होम रूल लीग, यस, एनी बेसेंट ऑफ कोर्स. बारदोली सत्याग्रह, नो, इट्स रिलेटेड टू पटेल. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे तो आपको पता ही होना चाहिए इस क्वेश्चन में, तो आंसर आ जाएगा. लेट्स सी. ठीक है, देखो इन दैट क्वेश्चन इफ यू वांट टू गेस देन द गेस कैन बी अप्लाइड कि महात्मा गांधी को हम पढ़ते वक्त इतना अच्छे से पढ़ते हैं कि महात्मा गांधी ने अगर कोई मूवमेंट शुरू करी है तो हमें पता ही होगा। तो क्योंकि नहीं पढ़ा कि महात्मा गांधी ने बारडोली सत्याग्रह शुरू किया था, ठीक है, बस एलिमिनेट कर देंगे उसको। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज ऑल्सो अबाउट इंडियन इकोनॉमी। नॉमिनल इफेक्टिव एक्सचेंज रेट नीर is the weighted average of a country's currency relative to basket of other major currencies. Increase in NEER indicates depreciation of currency. देखो नीर क्या होता है, ऐसे समझो, ये है इंडिया और ये है एक बास्केट जिसके अंदर हमने यूएस डॉलर भी रख दिया, इसके अंदर हमने येन भी रख दिया, इसके अंदर हमने रेमिनबी भी रख दिया, इसके अंदर हमने यूरो भी रख दिया, ठीक है, और भी दो चार मेजर करेंसीज हमने यहाँ पे रख, इनकी निकाल लेंगे एवरेज एज पर देयर वेट, एवरेज एज पर देयर वेट इन दिस बास्केट। वेट का मतलब इस बास्केट में जो जितनी ज्यादा करेंसी है उसका उतना वेट, जो जितनी कम करेंसी है उसका उतना वेट। इस हिसाब से इसकी एक एवरेज निकाल लेंगे। आप वेट वूट को छोड़ो, बस इतना समझ लो कि हम इसकी एक एवरेज निकाल लेंगे और फिर हम कंपेयर करेंगे कि जो इंडिया की करेंसी है इसमें और इसमें क्या डिफरेंस, ठीक है। इसको बोलते हैं नी। नॉमिनल मींस नॉमिनल और रियल में क्या अंतर होता है। नॉमिनल इज इन विच इन्फ्लेशन इज ऑल्सो इंक्लूडेड एंड रियल मीन्स विदाउट इन्फ्लेशन। Nominal always include inflation, real excludes inflation. Wherever you see these terms in economy, just understand nominal means including inflation, real means excluding inflation. Now, increase in need. Suppose in our example, suppose need is 100 and rupee is suppose it is also 100. Now what they are saying is increase in need, यानी कि need is increased to 1110, indicates depreciation of the currency. An increase in need indicates depreciation of the currency. Means if need has increased, then the rupee has depreciation. Depreciated means the value of rupee has decreased. Now, see, when need increases, it does not imply that the currency is depreciating. It implies that the currency is also appreciating. So, the statement 2 is also, the statement 2 is wrong and 1 is right. According to me, the answer should be 1 on. Let's see. ठीक है, समझ ही गए। यहाँ गलती कहाँ हो सकती है, जब हमें नीड के बारे में पता ही ना हो। President of India can summon a session of parliament at such a time and place as he thinks fit. Constitution of India provides that there should be no gap of more than 6 months between two sessions of parliament. No. President of India can summon a session. Yes, this is the basic knowledge that we gather when we study polity. Parliament session is summoned by President of India at such a time and place as he thinks fit. It depends on President when he wants to summon the session. President अपनी मर्जी से सेशन को कभी भी बुला सकते हैं, कहीं भी बुला सकते हैं. First statement is correct. Second statement, Constitution of India provides that there should be not a gap of more than 6 months between two sessions. Yes. Knowledge based question. Earthquakes primarily occur in volcanic regions. Intensity of an earthquake is measured on Richter scale. This question is a tricky question. Tricky in what way? See. Option 1 is earthquakes occur in volcanic regions. Earthquakes, where do earthquakes occur? First, due to tectonic activities. Second, man-induced. So what we can say is earthquakes सिर्फ volcanic regions में होती है क्या? नहीं. If this option would have crafted like this, कि earthquakes only occur in volcanic regions, then this statement would have definitely be a wrong statement. But if we read the statement carefully, then there they have given a word called primarily. Now the word primarily, aspirants can think, here the aspirants can think two things. One is, primarily means, they are not denying that the earthquakes are occurring only at, are, are occurring everywhere. Okay? They are not denying the fact that the earthquakes are occurring, can occur at any place. Because they have used term primarily. It means they have made it a general statement. You also thought this thing. My dear friends, this is not a general statement. Here you have to go by the meaning of the word. The general English meaning of the word. Primarily means maximum. Primarily means maximum. Have you ever studied that earthquakes are maximally occur at tectonic activity places only? No. This cannot be defined. ये हम नहीं कह सकते कि earthquake वहीं पर ही हो, maximum वहीं पर ही हो. Earthquakes can occur at any place, right? Primarily means maximum. The word maximum make it a specific state. Therefore, this option becomes wrong. Now see how they have played with words. अगर वो primarily की जगह word दे देते generally, तो ये सही हो जाता. क्योंकि general word itself is a general word. But they have used primarily words. The word primarily seems to be a general word, but it is not. So by this way, this option also becomes Next is intensity of earthquake is measured on Richter scale. Yes, you know this thing. This is knowledge-based question. Another is you remember the news when an earthquake happens. In news, what they say is that the earthquake's intensity was this on Richter scale. So by that thing also we can make this option correct. So according to me, the answer should be B. Let's see. Final answer. Right? Next question. With reference to Indian culture, consider the following statements. Bhakti movement emphasized personal devotion to a deity and disregarded the need for priest or rituals. Bhakti movement was prevalent in South India. Now, see, Bhakti movement emphasized personal devotion to a deity and disregarded the need of priest and ritual class. Yes, this statement is correct. As we all know that this is the basic feature of Bhakti movement, right? Bhakti movement was against priests and rituals. ठीक है? Then Bhakti movement was prevalent only in South India. Prevalent only. Why? Because yes, Bhakti movement was started in South India. You all know. But it was not completely prevalent in South India. It spreaded in many parts. ठीक है? इसलिए A should be the correct answer. Let's see. See. Final answer. Now the conclusion. Elimination method is a powerful strategy when you are uncertain about the correct answer. By systematically analyzing each option, identifying incorrect ones, and narrowing down choices, you improve your chances of guessing the right answer. This statement works best when you focus on keywords, think logically, narrow down your choices. With practice, this method can significantly boost your accuracy in solving UPSC Prelims questions. क्या यानी कि focus on keywords, think logically, narrow down your choices. These are the three main pillars of elimination technique. Okay, thanks for the class. Now in next video, we will come with another strategy, another technique to solve the MCQ. Okay, till then, please, I request you all to follow the complete prelim preparation series that will definitely help you in this prelims examination. I request you all to please like, subscribe and share